Why is personal branding important for law firms? Hi, I'm Ryan Gray from Law Firm Marketing Hub, and there's a lot you can do with a personal brand that you just can't do with a big corporate faceless brand. The key thing is you can't replicate you. You have a particular style, a certain personality, a certain way of doing things that people will either relate to or they won't. Now, I tried for years just to build the brand, and it was expensive. It was, it just didn't get the same amount of traction. Now, in a minuscule amount of time, I'm talking tiny, compared to when I was trying to build like just the business brand, I've just jumped on camera. I've conveyed some personality. I've conveyed who I am, what I do, what I'm passionate about, what I believe in, the fact that I really want to help law firms to grow their firms. You just can't do that with a big corporate brand. Now, I've found that in that short space of time that since I've been doing that, our traction, our engagement, the consumption of our media has gone through the roof. It's absolutely insane. It's personal, it's nuanced, it has personality, and you just can't replicate you like we do try to in a big brand. Now, that's not to say, and this is the second point, that you can't have a brand for your firm. The key, though, is getting or setting up a face of the brand. Now, I can point to numerous 20, 30, $50 million businesses and firms and, enterprises that are using a face of the business. Now, what they're doing is they're using the brand of their firm alongside their personal brand, and it's giving it both personality and a corporate feel. They're getting both the trust and the personal aspect, which in law is mission critical because people have to trust you. Even if you're in business to business areas of law and practice areas, you're going to need that level of trust, which you typically only get from person to person. Now, people don't trust big brands like they used to. The Nike, the Apple, the Coca-Cola, the well-established brands from decades ago. The thing with that is there's a lot of influences. People trust referrals more. People like seeing and connecting with actual people. And so you've got businesses out there building themselves to $100 million plus just off the back of their personality, because we live in an attention economy. Now, that attention economy means that whoever is most entertaining captures the most attention, and whoever captures the most attention gets the most business. Now, in order to be entertaining, you can't be generic. You can't be the "we care, we're a top law firm," the usual things that everybody says. You have to be specific. And in order to get a really solid point of difference, having a brand or a face of your business, a face of your firm that you can relate to and that others can relate to, gives you a colossal competitive advantage because nobody else can replicate you, and you're going to attract a certain type of person, people who are like you, people who want to do business with you because they have similar ethics and values, and you're actually going to build your firm into a business that is much more fulfilling for you as the firm owner. So there's good news all round. So what this means is it takes you from being a commodity where you're just seen as another name on a Google search or another search where it's just the same service again and again and again, to, hey, I like them. I know who they are. I relate to the founder of the firm. I relate to the principal, obviously. And because I relate, I'm willing to do business. Because there's an element of trust, there's a level of similarity, because people do business with people who are similar to them. So if you can convey a level of similarity, then you're going to be able to get more of the right type of client into your firm. And fame gives you a level of impact. Now, I'm going to use the term fame a bit loosely because it's sort of, you're famous maybe within a small sphere or a small area of influence. But having a level of fame, having a level of connection, it allows you to impact more people. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that for the longest time, I tried to build the brand. And as a result, I spent a lot of money and we didn't get that much traction. However, switching to becoming more famous, putting myself out there, it's allowed a lot more people to connect. It's allowed people to go, hey, I loved what you said about this. Hey, I really believe the same thing where you said this. And there's a deeper level of connection because it then becomes one-on-one. And I'm going to give you a little secret here. If you want to get some really mass leverage on a personal level, it's to do this. It's to become the face of the business. It's to create videos. It's to show your personality. And you can do that, like I said, whether you've got a $1 million firm or a $50 million plus firm. It creates a level of connection and a behind the scenes look to some extent at who you are and what they can expect if they do business with your firm. Now, do they need to do business with you specifically to get that experience? No, of course not. But because your firm is a reflection of you, they're going to get that on some level as they do business with you and your firm. So leverage your fame and start building that personal brand, because it's critically important in today's attention economy to not just have a brand, but to have a personal brand as well.